Yeah, okay. So,
Full name? I guess so. Hey, I'm Iain Gillespie. I'm a lead environment artist at the Chinese Room.
Hello, I'm Faye. I'm a junior VFX artist at the Chinese Room.
hi, I'm Laura and I'm the lead artist at the Chinese Room. I started my career as a bit of a mishmash at the beginning. I worked as an animation artist at a children's book publishing company, and I also did sort of 2D animations for startups. But at the same time, I was applying for jobs in the games industry, trying to look for entry positions, but I found it really difficult. So I think the thing that really kick-started my career was doing a master's at the National Film and Television School.
I started off in QA as it's a great way to expose yourself to the industry if you're not 100% there with your portfolio. I think Create QA is great because I think it's like a good way to kind of learn about games development quite naturally, like on the job. You tend to sort of liaise with a lot of different departments and stuff, and one, it makes you more confident, and it also sort of makes you like a lot more like sort of organised. But yeah, mostly for me it was like it sort of really improved my confidence.
I actually had a degree in computer game design. Then I couldn't get a job in computer games because it was pretty tough. And I liked too many things. And then I got a phone call from a friend of mine from school who said that he'd started a computer game studio and did I want to join? And then I've been in the industry now for 11 years.
So I think the most useful resources for me along my career, it's going to sound ridiculous. The first one is Google, just because once you know a little bit of terminology, there's a huge community out there. And you just get onto forums, and usually if you're stuck on something, someone's already asked that same question, and you just kind of look up an answer, and that's probably my first port of call.
The most useful thing I've found in getting to this position is working a lot in my spare time, working on projects, being curious, doing the stuff on your own and not waiting to become an artist.
I primarily use YouTube a lot. And to be honest, like, I've got so much respect for content creators because like it must take like ages, but you're given a lot to the sort of community and stuff that you're like giving out to because it's free.
So usual day starts with checking emails and messages, seeing how everyone's doing, helping people out and organising the project. And then if I'm really lucky, getting some art done.
I do work from home at the moment, so we generally kind of like review a lot of the stuff that I do online with my leads and stuff. But yeah. Normal day at work, just really making effects and being in my element, so yeah.
People show their artwork and try to do a very honest but constructive round of feedback and criticism. And then after that, I usually try to have some sort of focus time where I can get on with a whole variety of things. So that could be doing like a 3D asset, collaborating with a lighting artist to go over the look and feel of a space. So there's quite a lot of variety in terms of what my hands-on artwork will be.
I find that game art is about 75% problem solving and then 25% making art. There's so many things that you have to do in order to get a game to look good and work well. You know, cranking everything up to 11 doesn't work well. You have to really think about how you can get the most out of your art.
I love it when we're trying to do something for the player, like scare them or make them feel a particular emotion, or even just something like help them understand where the exit is in a particular room. So something as simple as how do you get out of this room suddenly is involving lighting, environment art, design, animation. So I think that's what I enjoy the most, is what are we trying to get at the end of the product? Like, what are we trying to make the player do? What are we trying to make the player feel? And how are we going to solve it as a complete team?
At the moment, I'm really enjoying creating environment effects. One challenging thing I've been doing lately is I've been sort of staging them across the level. It's really enjoyable, but it's really like a challenge because you're taking someone's beautiful environment that they've made and you've got to put your effects in it. And you know, like when you put it all in, before you kind of like push it to the actual sort of game, you're just sitting there hoping like people don't think it looks like a ruined, like you've not made their environment look like a ruined birthday cake. So yeah, but I mean, I've got good feedback, so it's good. But
Genuinely, I really love working at the Chinese Room because there aren't many people making the kind of games that we make here. You know, I worked in the industry for 11 years, and so for me, this was like a dream job. everyone is just awesome. Like, everyone's got a voice, certainly the way I feel and the way that I want the people who I lead to feel, that they, well, cool to just say whatever they want. If they don't like something in the game, they can say it, it's not a problem.
I think, to be honest, the one thing I really love about the Chinese room is actually my team. I think since I've become a junior artist, they've just been so majorly supportive and just like understanding of you being a bit nervous and stuff, and just encouraging, and getting feedback and addressing it is hard, but like it's also useful.
What I think is really unusual and special about the Chinese room is the emphasis and importance on not just what we're making, but how we're making them. I think everyone's looked after really well. It's quite an ethical studio, and I don't have a problem with like burning out, overworking. It's like just continual passion that drives people through. So I think that's it. Yeah.